Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They go with Watt again, the fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A first carry for Najee Harris. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On his Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and this is taken in at the 5. Play that time through the air. 33 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And a throw there, gonna... Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 102 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints. Vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jacobs. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Again, it's Carr. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 4. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Lamar Jackson, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Broncos looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Baker Mayfield, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man on the outside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On the move to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On play action, it's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now out come the Steelers. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They'll stick with the passing game, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw out to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Carr and the Raiders come up first. 10 at the 20. Following the fumble recovery. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably... Right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll lead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Carr now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll bring it up here. Right at the 40-yard line. Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And